This is the Central Coast's anti-social network.
If you're on the planet, you know ABBA. You know.
I'm going to debunk that theory. I don't know any ABBA. I mean, I know Dancing Queen.
You're Jeff. You.
I know
You're the
Dancing
contrarian. Queen. You constantly fight everything. You're tiring, Jeff. You want to get tired and get annoyed, so you're tiring and annoying. Shut the hell up.
Wow, that was quick.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were such a big ABBA.
No, it's not even that.
I won't speak badly.
It just happened to be ABBA. If I told you crap doesn't taste good, you're going to go and give me research that it does. And here we are.
Apparently, you do think crap tastes good because you like ABBA so much.
See, there you go.
This is the Central Coast's anti-social network.
So you're tiring and annoying. Shut the hell up.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Apparently, David Lee Roth, Jeff, was just coming back from Cabo San Lucas to Los Angeles, and he was cornered by the news with rumors that may be coming out of retirement. It was actually a Fox News reporter.
Really?
Yeah. Take a listen to this.
There's always a tomorrow for a singer. Not so much for a trombone player these days, okay? How many times did Rocky retire? 7?
A lot.
How many times did Rambo have to come out of retirement in order to make the sequel? Like I said, I'm only in the middle of my first retirement.
I had no idea. DLR was such a big Sylvester Stallone fan. He mentioned all Sylvester Stallone movies on that.
He was coming back from Cabo. He wasn't hanging out with Sammy Hagar, by the way. Maybe he was. I don't know. It doesn't say. It says he was there performing for a birthday party. What does he do? Birthdays, bar mitzvahs, weddings. I guess he was also asked about the Van Halen tribute, which has been rumored, which Alex Van Halen and Michael Anthony are heading up. They would also be joined by Joe Satriani and Steve Lukather, that is currently with Toto. And so Ross says, Diamond Dave says, yeah, I wrote the songs. I was the one that named the band. So, I don't know. Like I said, I think it'd be cool if Sammy, and I don't think Dave should do it on his own because we saw him in Paso. One of their last probably live performances. Maybe their very last. I don't know.
I think there was a weird state fair in Wisconsin after that.
Well, I know they came from the Midwest, and I thought
they did?
it was. I think we were the second show.
Damn it! You know, I got rid of the T-shirt at a garage sale. I didn't like the way it fit. It was cheap. Concert T-shirts, I think, are cheap. Like they never make them out of good quality stuff. And this shirt was cheap, and I got rid of it. And it had 2 stops on it. I remember it said the tour for 2013, and I was thinking, oh, okay, this works. And then come to find out, or wait, I guess it was 2014, right? Anyways, it had 2 stops on it, somewhere in Wisconsin and then Paso Robles, and I thought it was the coolest T-shirt. From a looks standpoint, from a comfort standpoint, it was not a good T-shirt, and I sold it. Bummer, man.
Their last show was October 4, 2015 at the Hollywood Bowl.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm going to have to get more on that, but that's what it says. Eddie Van Halen's last Van Halen concert. Was David Lee Roth there?
Yes.
Or were they doing shows without David after they played the fair?
No, that was David Lee Roth in that one. And I think I remember that being the case. It was the Hollywood Bowl one.
Yeah. But Paso had to be right up there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a year before? So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so anyways, what the hell? You know what? I would go see it.
Listen, one of the best concerts I've ever seen was David Lee Roth on his own, because he surrounds himself with really good musicians when he goes out. Now, this was 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. It was 2001. It was 2001 I saw him. And so 21 years ago. And it was one of the better shows I'd ever seen. And this was, people were making fun of him because he was not in the same shape he was back in the mid-'80s. But still, it was a great show. The musicianship was on point. Did a lot of Van Halen songs, did a lot of the David Lee Roth solo songs, which I think are underrated songs. I think that,
But remember the fair? I remember how bad that was. Maybe he had a bad night. Maybe he was hungover. Maybe he was whatever. I have no idea.
Well, it's always with him. It's always, it's kind of the Jim Morrison aspect. You don't know which way he's going as a band. And these guys are fine-tuned musicians, and he's up there. He's a scat guy, He's up there and he's doing his own thing, and then you got to try to play to him. I mean, it makes it hard. It makes it hard for his bandmates. It really does. No matter how skilled they are.
Yeah. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But Michael Anthony, Joe Satriani, Alex Van Halen, Steve Lukather. We'll have to wait and see. All right. When we come back, we got some tickets to give away. We're going to give away some tickets to go see Lynyrd Skynyrd. They're going to be at the fair. Is this the first night? This is the first Saturday night of the fair? No, it's a Tuesday. Nope. Hold on. It is a Tuesday, July 26th.
Tuesday's gone, right?
Yes. Tickets go on sale, by the way, this Friday.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
It's for a couple of tickets to see Lynyrd Skynyrd at the California Mid-State Fair. Tuesday, July 26th. Now, remember, when you win your tickets, your name also goes in the hat to get upgraded for a 6-pack. KickassFair.com. Tickets are on sale this Friday morning at 10 a.m.
Brittany, 95% of Californians live within 10 miles of this. What do you think it is?
Sorry, me?
Yeah, Brittany.
I'm sorry, I'm on Bluetooth on my way to work. Okay, am I
No
the first one to
excuses.
guess?
No excuses.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Jeremy.
I'm going to go with some type of a body of water.
Oh, some type
like
of a
that
body
guess.
of water.
It's wrong.
Even in a state that has water issues, huh? No, that is not correct. What is subtype of a body of water? Does a river count as a type of a body of water?
A pond, a lake,
a fountain,
a river, a reservoir.
Where do you draw the line? A swimming
not
pool?
A fountain, not a fountain, not a fountain.
Swimming pool?
It's got to
No?
be a natural. It's got to be a natural body of water.
Okay.
Which is what I think she meant to say. 805-543-3693.
Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
What do you think it is?
A national state park?
What's the question again?
Which one is it?
Yeah, there can only be a national park or a state park, Kathy.
Excuse me, a state park.
No, that is incorrect. Sorry, Kathy. The question is, 95% of Californians live within 10 miles of this or one of these. What do you think it is? We say good morning to Christine.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Morning. I am going to go with a supermarket or a Walmart.
Good guesses on both fronts.
You only get one go. Is it going to be a superstore or a grocery store?
I would say grocery store.
No.
Sorry.
805-543-3693. It's a vast state with a lot of people. Man, if you ever drive around Northern California, and I'm talking about the real Northern California, none of this Bay Area stuff. That's not the real Northern California. Talking about up in the Sierras. I think they like to call it North State. You drive around North State, man, there's a lot of people that live in the hills. As Jeremy likes to say, the hills have eyes in North State.
805-543-3693. 95% of Californians live within 10 miles of one of these. If you get it right, we're going to send you to Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Hi, who's this?
Mary.
Mary. God, we have 4 ladies coming up to bat on this one.
Yeah,
Mary, what do you think it is?
I'm going to shoot for Starbucks.
Oh, that's a great
I think that's a great guess.
That's a great guess. Like they have 5 of these within 10 miles. No, that is incorrect. Sorry. That was a good guess, though. 805.
Can we go 5 for 5 with the ladies?
I doubt it.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 5 for 5 with the babes.
KZOZ?
Babes. What a dumb word.
Hi, who's this?
Christy.
Wow, we did it, Jeremy. Unbelievable.
Look at that! Number 1 with the ladies.
Christy. 5 ladies guessing so far. You're the 5th.
Yeah.
What is it that Californians live within, at least 95% of them, live within 10 miles of?
Cell phone towers?
Cell phone tower. Good
Ooh.
guess. Incorrect, though. 543-3693.
It could just be the ladies really are into Skynyrd.
This is an astonishing statistic. I couldn't believe it when I saw this.
What, 5 out of 5 ladies?
No, that is an astonishing statistic. If it goes 6 right now, we're just going home.
If it goes 6, we're leaving.
KZOZ, hi, who's this?
It's over.
This is Chris.
No, Chris, you ruined it.
Chris, you screwed us.
Offspring.
We were going to get off early today, too.
Yeah,
Damn it.
we're just going to walk out of here. Tell you what the answer was. Chris, what do you think it is?
95% within...
I'm sorry, what's that?
Let's go with Walmart.
Walmart has been said, and, well, I guess we didn't accept it as a guess. It was not Walmart. That was a cherry-picking guess, wasn't it? Because
nobody's even close.
We made her go with grocery store. We said you got to pick one of those.
And I'm not liking these guesses. Let's take a break. Let everybody regroup here a little bit. All right. I think people just need a minute to think about this. So 95% of Californians live within 10 miles of one of these.
Yes. And I will tell you this. I live within 10 miles of at least 4 of them. At least 4.
If you live in San Luis Obispo, you live within 10 miles of at least 5.
Yeah, exactly.
At least 5.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back.
93.3 KZOZ rocks. The KZOZ Morning Mind Funk.
All right, it's 9:04. It's tickets to go see Lynyrd Skynyrd at the California Mid-State Fair, 805-543-3693. All right, so let me guess. We got...
I just want to say, this is kind of a clue, okay? As Californians, we are blessed that 95% of us live within 10 miles of at least one of these.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really bad things you could live within 10 miles of. This is not a bad thing at all.
This is great. This is beautiful.
Who do we got?
We have... I have to look at my notes. Cody.
Did you Cody?
Cody.
Yeah.
What do you think we live... first of all, where do you live?
Paso.
Paso? Okay. I'll tell you that you live within...
20 of these.
Not 20.
No, seriously. You probably live within 5 at least.
Yeah. There's quite a few from within 10 miles of where you live.
I'm going to say fast food.
No, not
3693. What was closer than a winery?
Well, I mean, I just feel like winery, you've got to take into consideration Los Angeles, I mean, I don't know. There's big populous areas that don't have wineries.
That's true. I'm thinking more focused on the Central Coast. This is all of California. 95% of California live within 10 miles of this.
Hi, who's this?
Peter?
Hi.
Yeah. How you doing?
Hola.
What do you?
We're doing good.
What do you think it is, Peter?
Liquor store.
Liquor store.
Oh, getting close.
Incorrect.
See, that's another close guess, but it's incorrect. Hey, Peter.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. I'm telling you right now, I think liquor store might be closer than the wine. Were you going to ask him about the mask again?
Yeah, I want to ask about the pool. I just want to know where everybody's at.
Troy's wasn't sufficient enough? You could look.
No, he sat on the fence. He said plead the fifth. Come on, I want somebody that has good logic.
Ask Chris.
All right, Chris, what do you think about a mask mandate coming back? Does that embark on your freedoms?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, see, there we go. Now we can move on.
Vote on the poll question. Let your voice be heard. It's KZOZ.com.
In my opinion, the two closest guests we have for San Luis Obispo County, number 1 is going to be liquor store or winery.
Oh,
that's
man.
the closest we got to the actual answer.
I was thinking a fire station.
Well, that's a good guess. That's a really good guess.
Fire station.
That's a really good guess, too, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's not correct. But that is a really good guess. Because I mean,
nothing to do with a winery or a liquor store and a fire station.
I mean, you think about it. If you just take the question at face value, I mean, you got to have one 10 miles within your house, because if the house catches on fire, you got to have enough time to get there. I get it. KZOZ, hi, who's this?
Oh yes, this is Luis.
Luis?
Lee.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Luis. How's it going?
Is it Lee or Luis?
Lloyd.
Louis.
Oh, Louis. Sorry. You trying to get fancy on us, Luis? With Luis? Is that what you do when you meet people that you want to impress? Instead of saying Luis, you're like, my name is Luis.
It's for the Americans. They don't know how to say Luis, so I say Louis.
Oh, okay. Thanks for dumbing it down for us dumb Americans.
Why don't you just say all you dumb white people, Luis?
Appreciate
Why don't you
that.
just say
Exactly.
it?
That's what I meant.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, Luis.
Making it easy on us.
95% of people in California live within 10 miles of one of these.
A bar.
I knew that was coming. No, it's not the bar.
It's not a bar. Sorry.
Get out! Get out! Get out in the name of Jesus!
Thank you. You know, I learned something from Luis, and that is if you ever meet a guy that looks Hispanic and he says his name is Louis, he just thinks you're a dumb white person. Yeah. That's what he thinks. And I'm going to say, what would you rather be called, preferred to be called Luis?
I ran across the guy the other day, and like his name on the paper when I met him, it said Miguel. So I kept referring to him as Miguel. I mean, I had a few month long, I guess, association with this gentleman. And about 2 months into the few month long association with just this gentleman, he's like, "Oh, people just call me Alan." And I'm like,
what the hell is that?
Alan?
That's not even close to Miguel.
Not even a Mike or a Miggy or Alan.
Call me Miggs, man. See, that would be cool if your name was Miguel. I'd go by Miggs. For sure.
But Alan? I was like, oh, okay. All right.
805-543-3693. You got to call in today to win the Mind Funk. We're giving away tickets to Lynyrd Skynyrd. You'll get qualified to get upgraded to a 6-pack if you get this right. 95% of Californians live within 10 miles of one of these, and we are dancing around it now.
What do you think it is?
I'm going to say brewery.
That is correct. That is correct. Good job. Who is this?
This is Chris.
What is your name?
Chris.
Chris. Congratulations, dude. I'm so happy that we finally got that. Yeah, 95% of Californians live within 10 miles of a brewery. The average wage for somebody working at a brewery, Jeremy? You want to set the over-under on this? 25,000?
No. Oh, I thought you said age, like the age of a person.
Wage.
Oh, wage.
For a full-time job at a brewery, which there are
in California. Is this in California?
Yeah, there's 65,000 full-time jobs at breweries in California.
I'm going to say around 40-something thousand. So I'm going to say 40. Let's go 44,000.
Chris?
Let's say 50.
It is 56. 56 is the average wage for somebody working at a brewery.
That's a guy pulling hoses or pouring in the tap room or actually making the beer.
Yeah, and craft brewers also, they give about an average of $10 to $15 million collectively to charity every year in the state of California. In case you were wondering, there are 1,100 craft breweries in the state of California.
Yeah, they do a lot of collaborations and a lot of things for charities.
Yeah.
Throughout the breweries.
That's according to...
Do you have a favorite brewery on the Central Coast, Mr. Chris?
Oh, let's go with There Does Not Exist.
Yeah, good stuff. God, there's so many breweries.
Oh, I've never been to that brewery. Where's it at?
It's out by the...
Right across from Ernie Ball. They're off of Suburban and Earthwood.
So you take that road between Airval Block, Jeremy, and Food for Less, and you keep going, and it's out there.
Right next where they're building all those new homes behind the airport.
Yeah, the Avila, what is it called? Avila Ranch?
Avila Ranch, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's where There Does Not Exist exists.
Yeah, I was going to say you're a craft beer guy because if you've been there, that's pretty good. All right, man. Well, hold on the line. We'll get you all set to go. You know what? I heard a story recently, and it was in the New Times, but George had told me about it last summer from CCB, Central Coast Brew. They have to move out of their original facility over there on Monterey Street, so they're going to move up and buy the old Cadillac dealership, which then it was a patio furniture store.
Yes.
And he's going to bring in, Crowbar's talking about going in there, a coffee shop, a kombucha place, and it looks pretty cool. It's massive.
Yes, it's a big space. It's a very big space.
It's very close to campus. I mean, I got to think that's a home run right there. I mean, you're going to have food, coffee, kombucha, which is only something somebody at Cal Poly probably drinks, and some liberal arts student.
Better throw that boba tea in there too, whatever that is. Oh God,
the boba balls! I'll drink kombucha over boba balls any day. That's weird. But yeah, no, I mean, I would go there. That would be a great spot. Great beer, great food. Crowbar is, it's a little higher end, but their booze is awesome. And so, yeah, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think if you had to figure out how many breweries, I guess that's a Google, that are actually in San Luis Obispo proper. There's a ton.
There is a lot in San Luis Obispo.
Well, then you got, the new project that they just finished up down there on Tank Farm in South Higuera. And I'm sorry, the name's escaping me, right across from where Idlers and by Kennedy there. I mean, they've been working on that for years. But I mean, that's kind of a new, same type of deal, right? You got all these little different businesses in there, and couldn't work at a brewery and afford to drink or eat or live in San Luis Obispo, though, at $56,000 a year. That would be a hard one. You'd need a lot of roommates.
But that's not I don't think that's a bad salary, though, for the average full-time salary for a brewery.
If you didn't live in California,
across the state, else. But that's across the state. So you have to take into consideration there are places in the state that have lower costs of living than others. So, I mean, it all evens out. It's not a bad salary. I mean, and probably the benefits are great because you probably get access to all kinds of beer that they're, they give you employee discounts and stuff. Take a 6-pack home. I mean, I've heard that the benefits at some of the bigger craft breweries around the region are pretty good, and that's what keeps people hanging on to those jobs.
Stick around. Coming up, Australian Pink Floyd for Know the Show today. We do that at 9:40. We'll ask you a question about something we talked about today. Maybe this conversation. Who knows? And if you know the answer, you call in and you can win tickets to see them at Vina Robles on Sunday, August 7th. We'll be right back.
93.3 KZOZ rocks.
Things we didn't get to in hashtag form with Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Hashtag $250,000. Apparently the first edition of Harry Potter, the book. Is that something that you ever owned, Jeff?
Yes, we have. I think we have all of them. We might. It's weird because we had to dig them out for my daughter's birthday party. There was. Oh gosh.
You have a first edition?
No. I don't know. I don't know if it's I doubt that it's first edition.
No, I don't think so, because it says here there were only 500 copies printed.
Okay, then no. A friend gave them to us.
There were a few things that they seem to get wrong in the book production. On the back cover, for instance, philosophers, which of course is quite a key word, it's a word in the title of the book itself, is misspelt. Also on page 53, in the list of items which pupils are asked to take to Hogwarts with them, one wand is repeated.
Oh my God, it's hard to understand him. But go to page 53 if you have the first edition, or what you think could be the first edition, and see if it's screwed up there on page 53.
Twice. And on the copyright page itself, though this isn't distinctive to the first printing only, J.K. Rowling, as she's come to be known, is Joanne.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that in the first? Is that in the first book?
Yeah, it's the first edition.
The first edition of the first book, right? It's got to be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it says, I mean, it doesn't really say. It says that clown that we just listened to says there were only 500 copies printed of this edition, and this one is especially unique. So I'm guessing it's the first edition. Isn't the first edition the first book? Or is the first edition the first series of books? I've never seen Harry Potter. I don't know anything about it.
The first
but I know
edition
you're
is
a big fan,
book.
so I figured
the first edition would have been. I mean, it probably would have been the first book because she wrote them after, one after another, released them, kind of like the movies were. Like the movies were done after the books.
So the first edition would be the first book.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
So I gotta go check. Is it what? Yeah. I forget what the name of the first book is. Is it Chamber of Secrets? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a guy that his high school diploma has been held for 60 years because he didn't pay a book fine of $4.80 at his high school he graduated from. So they won't give him his diploma.
When I went back with my grade, they wouldn't give me my diploma because I owed $4.80 for a book. And so I just walked away and said, forget it. And over the years, I've complained to my kids a number of times about how $4.80 kept me from having my diploma.
Wow. I mean, why wouldn't you just pay it?
But he's stubborn. It's like, screw you guys, I guess. What do you need it for anyways?
But
at some point, it's like, okay. I think I made my point. It's been 60 years.
I went to the emergency room recently. And it was for a kidney stone, and it was for the same, so I went 3 years ago, I went to the emergency room for a kidney stone, and just like a few weeks ago, I'd go to the emergency room for a kidney stone. And a few years ago, I think my bill was it was close to $2,000. But the pain is so bad that you have to do something about it. You can't shake it at all. And the whole time,
never had one. I guess I'm really lucky.
Yeah, you are. And it's not like you don't think the pain where it would be. It's all this horrific back pain while it's traveling through areas of your body.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt until it's coming out, down there, right?
No. When it comes out, it's not that bad. When it comes out, it's not that bad. It's the whole as it travels through your body, it does something to your body in your lower back.
And doesn't it come out like a little piece of sharp coral? Isn't that why it hurts so bad? Because it's got all these sharp little edges on it, and it's moving through your kidney.
See, I don't know why, because it's not like that kind of pain. It's a pain as if somebody hit you in the back with a baseball bat. That's what it feels like. But I was staunch because I could have sworn not much would have changed in 3 years between visits. So I was like, I'm not paying this damn bill this time. I don't care how much it is. I got the bill the other day. It was $200. I was like, okay, that's it was 10% of what it was 3 years ago. I'll go ahead and pay that because that's justifiable.
Okay? Why did it go down so much?
I don't know.
Did you change your plan or what?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
I asked somebody at work. I was like, hey, our health care plan changed here? He's like, yeah, it changed quite a bit over the last 3 years. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Good to know.
None of it makes sense.
Good to know. If I would have said I thought it was COVID related, I probably would have got it covered by the taxpayers, but I didn't want to do that.
ZZ Top Van Halen coming up, and we'll give away some tickets to go to Australian Pink Floyd.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.